Bhupati from Europe. So I'm a learner and interested in teaching. Today we're going to see about the overview of financial markets, which is a part of business studies subject of grade 12 in CBSE. And thank to Maharishi Vidya Mandir Europe to give me this an opportunity. Okay, so let's get into the subject. First of all, so as we gonna our topic is financial markets. So we all know that what is market, right? So what is market? So why we go there? What is the need to go there? So please, students, can you little bit guess that market? So what comes to your mind? So it's a place where buying and selling happens simultaneously. So the people who have the need to buy something will come to the market. At the same time, the vendor who has a surplus of products will come to sell those things. Okay. So wherever the buying and selling happen, so that place is called market. So it may be like a vegetable market, fish market, or a cloth market. So the market generally means where the buying and selling happens there. Okay. So we know what is market, and again we enter into our topic, the financial market. So, like as the name suggests, is a mechanism or a place that allow people to buy and sell the financial securities. So, wherever the buy and sell happens, it is called as trade. Okay. So, in financial market, allows the people to buy and sell the financial securities. Okay, so let us assume the scenario. He is a person called A who has the surplus money. He has the excess money in his hand. He has a plan to invest in something as he has a surplus amount, which is he has the cash in hand, which is excess. Okay, so he has excess cash in hand. So this is scenario one. Likewise, he's a person B. He needs some money. He has the deficit of money. He's a businessman. He want to do big business, but he is in need of money. Or we can take it like he need money to extend his business. So the person who has surplus or excess of money in hand, and the person who is in need of money. So they need something to satisfy or fulfill their needs. So where both of them will go is called financial markets. So the person who has surplus of amount in his hand and the person who need money is called borrower. So both of them will come together, the place called financial markets. So both of them can satisfy or fulfill their needs here. So the organization or the person who facilitate this transaction or the operation is called banks and other financial institutions. See, these kind of institution representing this financial market to facilitate this lending and borrowing operations. So so the borrowers are not like an individuals. Here the borrowers are government companies or corporate companies. If you see, so any corporates or government organization, if let us take government want to do some capital project or capital investment to develop the infrastructure in our country, they need money. So they at the point of time they may be in the deficit of money. So where they will contact is financial market. So the people here are the people who has surplus of money is like not only individuals, that financial institution like mutual funds, banking institution also participated as investors. So to understand it, this furthermore, we'll take a scenario. So let us take the well-established or a giant of Indian industry, Reliance Industries Limited. So this is like a case study. These all the things given here are assumptions. It's an assumption, okay? So let us take the current market value of Reliance Industries is 1 lakh crores. So we are assuming that the total current market value of the whole Reliance Industries, which constitute Jio, also the petroleum companies and the Reliance Trains and the retail markets, altogether they are named as Reliance Industries Limited. We are assuming the current market value of Reliance is 1 lakh crores. Please note that 1 lakh crores, okay? So, which is one of the leading company in India. They wants to expand their business more. Reliance wants to expand their business. Okay, what you want to expand your business? You need some money, a fund to expand your business. Okay, so they need a capital of rupees 20,000 crores to deploy their business as per their investment plans. Okay, so the Reliance has a market value of 1 lakh crores, which is a well established company. Now they want to deploy their business more, so they need a capital to expand their business. Okay, so what they will do, so they will looking for channel to raise their funds. Okay, so they need a 20,000 crore, which is 20 percentage of their total value. Okay, so the current market, as we discussed earlier, the current market value of Reliance is 1 lakh crore. Now they need 20,000 crore. So now their need is 20 percentage of their total value. So what Reliance Industries, which is RIL, decided is to enter the capital market, which is a part of a financial market. So you all know that. So they enter the financial market to get the money of rupees 20,000 crores by selling 20 percentage of their ownership. So how they are generating the money? They are not getting the debt. They are selling their ownership. They are their company's ownership to the public in the financial market. Okay, so now the common people can buy the Reliance Industries share through financial market. So by selling the shares in the financial market, the 20 percentage of ownership will be procured by the common people, individuals, and foreign institutional investors, and the bank, and the mutual fund companies. Now they can invest in the Reliance Industries Limited. Okay, so what happened here? So by investing in Reliance Industries Limited, as I am an investor, now I am going to invest 1 lakh rupees in Reliance Industries Limited. So by investing in Reliance Industries Limited in the financial market, now I am a fractional owner of that company. Not that much, but I am belonging to some 0.001 part of owner of the Reliance Industries Limited. So as a owner of this Reliance Industries Limited, now I can enjoy the profit and growth of the company as per my investment proportion. Because by investing in that ownership in financial market, now I'm a fractional owner. So I could enjoy the profit made by the company. So as a owner, I enjoy profit. At the same time, the other side, you have to incur the loss also. What if for an year, the Reliance Industries Limited made a profit of 10,000 crores in a financial year? So as an investor of 1 lakh rupees, I could enjoy around 10,000 rupees as a profit from my investment, that is return on investment. So if Reliance made of 10,000 crores profit in a year, I could enjoy profit of 10,000 rupees. On the other side again, if it made a loss of 10,000 crores, so you have to incur the loss. So you have to bear the loss. If they made a loss of, so those things are very rare. But as a owner, I want you people, you students to understand the concept. If they made a loss, you have to bear the loss also. Okay. So eventually another objective of the people from another side, Reliance also generated the money they required to expand their business. On the other hand, as an investor, you are getting a return on investment. On the other side, the corporate people who the borrower generate the money what they expect from the financial market now. Now the Reliance Industries have 20,000 crores cash in hand, which is generated from the financial market. So by selling their ownership. So with the 20,000 crores, what they will do now, they will expand their business throughout India or throughout world. By expanding their business, so they could attract more customers. They can increase their business efficiency.
which will also contribute to the growth of our Indian economy. So, if they expand their business, people will get a job, and the production, which is gonna contribute for the GDP, the gross domestic product, and the consumption from the people. So the overall, this is a cycle which is boosting our economy, and also the investors and the borrowers both are enjoying and satisfying their needs here. Okay, so this is a cycle. So once again, we are reviewing the simple thing again. So the financial market. So the investors are come to financial market. The person who has money in hand, the borrowers came here. The person who need money, so both of them came to the financial market. So they are investing money, they are getting the money to the financial market. The facilitators, the who is facilitating these operations, banks and other financial institutions. So we take the example of Reliance. Their market value is 1 lakh crores. They are selling around 20,000 crores to the public, their ownership. So by selling 20% ownership in the financial market, the common people are investing in Reliance Industries. So as they are investing, they are a fractional owner. They are enjoying the profit and incurring the loss. At the same time, the Reliance got the money they want and invest in our country, which boosts the economy. So this is the prime thing of financial market perspective. So now we come to our book, CBSE. Technically speaking, financial market is a market for creation and exchange of financial assets. So what we are doing, so the Reliance is creating and exchanging its financial assets. So the definition is the technically, financial market is the market for the creation and the exchange of financial assets. So hope you people got it. Next, we gotta see the functions of financial market. So what are the functions as we discussed it earlier? So it is increasing the savings, the mobilization of savings, which is keeping in our households. So our parents, your parents have savings in their home, right, or the banks. So those savings are channeling into a most productive use. So the savings are channeling into most productive use. So there's the first function of financial market. The next one is facilitating the price discovery. If a market is not listed in an exchange or financial market, you cannot determine a particular price value for that company. So by listing in a stock exchange or financial market, you can determine the price. So this topic we will discuss a little bit brief later in this PPT. So providing liquidity to financial assets. So it's providing liquidity. Like the Reliance now liquidating their ownership into cash, and they are investing again. So one more point we'll see later. So these are the examples. This is actually the earlier what we have seen is like the assumption is a real-time Reliance Industries shares marketing, trading in the National Stock Exchange. The current market value of Reliance share is around 2000. It was like July 15th, it was traded around 1956.50. So this is trading in the financial market, a capital market or secondary market. So you can sell whenever you want. If you are an investor in this Reliance Industries, you can go to the National Stock Exchange and you can sell it. You can get your cash. So that is called liquidity. Okay. So this is a share value of Axis Bank on October 18. The recent price is 465. If someone want to buy Axis Bank, they can go to the National Stock Exchange or Bombay Stock Exchange. So they can buy this Axis Bank shares, which means they are investing. If someone who has owned this share already, if someone who has invested in Axis Bank or 10 years back, okay, they want to sell their shares into cash. Okay, so where they can sell, they can go to the exchange and they can sell their Axis Bank share for 465 rupees and they can get their money immediately. Okay, so this is the liquidity. So liquidity means nothing but the ability to convert, how quickly you can convert your asset into cash or mean another mode of finance. So at the same time, this financial market is reduce the cost of transaction. You know, the modern financial markets are very efficient, a very time less consuming thing. There are no paperworks here. Okay, so there is no cost of transaction for this kind of activities. There are very minimum amount of cost of transaction. So these are the basic main classification of financial market. So the first one, it is broadly classified as money market and capital market. So in the previous slides, the examples we got from this capital market, and one more thing is money market. Okay, so let's see about the money market. Okay, another part of financial market. Previously, what we have seen as example is capital market. Now we gonna see the example from money markets or the things about money market. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So money market is a place to raise your fund for short term. You know, if you want a fund for a short term from one day or within a year, you can go for money market. Okay. So in the case you see in Reliance Industries, like the capital market is a very long-term investment. It's like 3 years, 5 years. Even in that you can liquidate, but especially money market is a very short-term one. You can, for your short-term needs, you can raise the funds here. So the main objective behind this money market is to finance your working capital. So if you are running a business, okay, if you are a very corporate company, if you want to buy raw materials, if you want to give salaries or any immediate financial needs, short-term needs, you can approach the money market to get your fund. So that's the main perspective of money market. So not only corporates are getting the money from money markets, okay? So even the state governments, our Indian government, and so the commercial banks, non-banking financial companies, corporates, all are participating here. So the regulator on the money market is RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, who is formulating the monetary policy for India, okay? So these are the people who are participating in this money market. So first, these are the instrument used to generate the money from money market. The first one is treasury bill and the commercial paper, certificate of deposit, call money. We'll see the treasury bills first. So the treasury bills are issued by government. Okay, so they are issued by RBI on behalf of government. If an Indian government want money for their short-term or temporary needs, if they are feel deficit for their capital, they will generate the money by issuing the treasury bills in the money market. Okay, so this is a debt instrument used by government in the money market. Okay, treasury bills will be used by the government. How they are using? If you see an example here. Okay. If an investor purchases a treasury bill from a government with a face value of rupees 1 lakh, but they buy for 96,000 rupees. What happened here is the investor buying the treasury bill from the money market for the value of 96,000 rupees. Okay. What he will do by buying for 96,000 rupees from government, he will hold that treasury bill. It's a document, okay, till maturity. Okay. At the end of the maturity, after they are mentioning, right, 3 months, 91 days, they will receive 1 lakh rupees. For what rate they purchase? 96,000. At the end, what they receive? 1 lakh rupees. So the difference between the 1 lakh and 96,000 rupees, 4,000 is your rate of, return on investment. Okay. So the face value is 1 lakh rupees. He bought for the purchase value is 96,000. At the end, he received an interest of 4,000. So what happening here? The investor who has money of 96,000 at the time of government needing money is investing the money in money market. So after some time, he get an interest of 4,000 rupees. At the same time, government generated the money what he wanted through this 96,000 in n number of peoples, n number of 96,000s. So they got the money. So this is the cycle of treasury bill. They are giving the treasury bill and generating the money. So government got the money they want. At the end, he will return the money with some interest to the investors. So both are the investors and the government, which is borrower, are mutually satisfying their goods here. So this is about treasury bill, okay? So the same thing, if it is done by corporations, which is the companies, it is called commercial paper. And what I am telling is the same bill or debt instrument is issued by the companies, it is called commercial paper. So what they are telling, commercial paper is an unsecured short-term debt instrument issued by a corporation. So earlier it was issued by government, okay? So that is treasury bill. If it is issued by a corporation, it is commercial paper. The same is issued by the bank to raise fund, it is called certificate of deposit. So if you see the three things, so the treasury bills are issued by government, commercial papers are issued by corporates, that is companies, certificate deposits are issued by banks. So the call money is the interbank transaction, like the bank between the bank, like SBI to ICICI Bank. So this is the thing happening here in the money market. Okay. So since it's an overview and within a limited time, we are seeing the overview of all the things. So if we go in a detailed manner, it is an ocean. Okay. So hope you people are getting the basic and the understanding of this financial markets. Let's see. So now we coming to our capital market, finally the few things. So the capital market we already discussed it. So finally, we will conclude the things with the capital market finally, okay. So we see the money market is a short term one, the capital market is a long term fund. So here we are mobilizing, okay. So the participants in the capital market are same as like money market. But additionally here, the ordinary retail investors, the public like us are coming into the picture. So here they are basically classified into two segments, primary market and secondary market in the capital market. So the primary market is, the first time the company sell or disinvest their share to the investors. Like the case we see in Reliance, right? So that is called initial public offering. So if the Reliance again selling their shares, 20% of theirs, already they sold 20%. If they sold another 20%, that is called follow-on public offering. The right issue means issuing the ownership to the existing shareholders already we issued to the public, okay. So based on the time constraint, I am limiting this to the limited things. So secondary market is the place where if you bought the share from Reliance, right? If you want to sell this shares, where you can go. So earlier we discussed with Axis Bank pictures, right? Like so if you want to sell the shares you bought from the company, you will go to the stock exchanges like Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange. So here what they are doing, they are providing liquidity. The first point, the function we seen in the previous slide, liquidity and the pricing of securities. There is a safety in the transaction because this is a legal thing in India. So as we discussed, it contribute to the economic growth and providing for the scope for the speculation. So this is the entity or regulator of this capital market and the whole financial market, exclusively for the capital market. Securities and Exchange Board of India is the regulator for this capital market and which ensure the protection and the interest of investors in the financial markets. Okay, so this is all about the overview of financial market. Thanks for your time. Thank you so much.